What's up, y'all? Welcome to Books, Beauty, and Stuff. Okay, so I'm here to talk about two books. They're in the Double Duo series, and this is Double Duo Part 1 because I have to do is another book coming out sometime, I think October or November, and I definitely want to talk about those later. But right now, I'm going to talk about the first two books in this series, the Queen Gentleman series. The first book I'm talking about is This Tender Melody, and the second book is called Every Beat of My Heart. Both of these books are by my girl Kiala Alexander, and they're both under the Harlequin Publishing House with under the Kamani Romance imprint. Anyway, the first book I'm going to talk about is This Tender Melody, and the second book I'm going to talk about, like I said, is Every Beat of My Heart. Now, what I'm going to talk about first, right quick, is why I think I'm going to like this series too so far. I like the fact that in the first book they talk about four men. All of them are four men of color. And what I mean by men of color, in this, anything about it that's not white. Okay. You have Asians, African Americans, of course. All sorts of people of the Hispanic descent, Native Americans, and not to mention people all over the world, people of color in Africa, far East Asia, and things like that. So yeah, everywhere, basically. But here we have a man who is of Asian descent, Ken, I forgot his last name. The man who is of Hispanic descent, Marco. And then you also have two African American men, Rashad and Darius. Now we're gonna talk about Darius fine self first, okay? Darius Winstead and Eve Franklin. Okay, honey, let's get it started, okay? But quickly on my eyes, real quick, I have on Amber Lights from MAC, which is on my lid. In my crease, I have on something from the Absolute New York palette, Icon palette, and it's the Twilight palette, and the color is called Port. Underneath, I put Boysenberry and I put Caviar, but I also put an eyeliner from Black Opal underneath. My mascara is the Pro Beyond Twisted Lash from MAC, and then on my lips is my Black Opal Color Splurge Luster Lip Gloss and Cheeky. Put some more on real quick. Yes, honey. But yeah, no, my cheeks is burnt purple from MAC also too. It's a blush. But anyway, okay, so now, first of all, we have my girl Eve Franklin, who's part of the company called Franklin International Technologies. Her father's basically started that company and built it from the ground up, or either it was going bankrupt, he bought it and rebuilt it, and it's successful, thriving, multi-billionaire company. Now, he doesn't want to retire. He's older. He doesn't want to retire. Eve's parents are older. Her parents are named Joseph and Louise. He don't want to retire for nothing. He's like, man, I'm not retiring. Okay, I'm not retiring. He's so stubborn. And his wife is trying to get him to slow down. And Eve is looking forward to being in charge of the company because that's the only child, and they didn't have a son. Sometimes I feel that women could be in charge of the companies or have it brought down from them, but sometimes they want, some men want men. Excuse me. But anyway, then we have a friend of his named Darius Winstead. Now, Darius basically is retired at the tender age of 35, 36. He invented a smartphone, which bought him millions of dollars, so he was able to retire early, So, she basically brought him in to train him on some things because he knew some more things that Eve didn't know, like advertising, dealing with corporate stuff, things like that. It's a lot dealing with a technology company. I forgot what it is, but there's a lot of the, not just leading. You do have to do a lot of things too. And Darius has more expertise on it. Eve was rightfully pissed, but but then she understood. But then of course sparks fly with them. It is good so far, and it is, of course, it's some drama, a little bit. Of course, you have to have a little drama, have a little bit of romance, and I do like the fact that Eve's parents are still in love after years, many years. But then he's also the father. Joseph is also forced to slow down after he has a heart attack. So far, I like the series. The scenes are sexy. they're more poetry sexy. They sort of remind me of the old school Harlequin romances, but not as conservative as they were. It's sort of a modern twist to it. So I kind of like it, and I did enjoy the story as well too. So that is the Tender Melody. I definitely love that book. That definitely jumpstart off, and that's her first book with Harlequin, and I'm here for it, and I definitely recommend that to read. The next book I want to talk about is Every Beat of My Heart. I think this Tender Melody came out in 2015, and Every Beat of My Heart came out early part of this year, or was it probably a month ago or a few weeks ago? I don't know, but it came out this year. This time we deal with Eve's best friend, Lena Smith Todd, which is formerly her married name, and Darius' bandmate, Rashad McCray. Rashad is the type of brother, he got locks in his head, probably got goatee. He's the type of man that grab him by his head while you doing it. Oh my goodness, let me stop. Anyway, first of all, I love black romances. I love multicultural love. I love love. So anyway, Rashad and Lena. I'm gonna tell you, in the first book they had an affair. They hooked up for a while. It was actually, things were going great, but then Rashad started doing some shady bullshit. Excuse my language. So, Lena was like, we're not doing that. The reason Lena felt that way because her ex-husband was a dog. Though he financed her law school, she did it on her own, and he basically cheated on her, flaunted on her, and everybody was like, girl, you know this man cheating on you. He's sticking his penis everywhere. He just letting anybody bop him off and all that. But of course, Lena, but once she found out, she was done with it. You know what I'm saying? And she was rightfully hurt. You know, when you get married, my thing is, once you marry, ain't no reason for you to go out. But I'm not going to condone infidelity because I don't. If you do, be respectful. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone infidelity. I'm just saying. Be respectful of what you do. Don't bring nobody home, nothing. Anyway, and then you have her mama named Carla. Lena's mama. And Rashad actually has a career as the Register of Deeds. Excellent job with the government down in Charlotte. And then Lena is a lawyer as well, too. Now, not only do they have to deal with a lot of crap, they have to deal with, you know, Rashad's suspicious behavior and deal with Lena's mistrustworthy of men. The passion is still there, and then it kind of sucks because you understand a lot about Rashad's background, why he does what he does and everything, and what's going on with the courthouse. It's just a lot he really can't talk about. So Lena's suspicious. At the same time, they're going out there trying to get a piano of a jazz musician. They both wanted it, so they're both after it. So it has a lot in it as well too. Rashad ultimately gets laid off because, you know, they're doing government cuts, and if he gets a severance pay, he was able to get a severance pay for at least 3 months. He wanted to transfer to one of his co-workers who got laid off, but he wanted, what he was going to do originally was, hold on, I'm trying to think. He was going to resign from the position. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart for a minute, but he was like, you know, so his other coworker could do it because, you know, he had money, because his grandfather had a furniture business, and then on top of that, his grandfather was a selfish jerk too. Reason being that Rashad is on his own. If it seems like I'm stopping for no reason, it's not that I have trouble remembering. Well, I do a little bit. It's just I have a brain fart because it's hot and I'm tired. But anyway, I enjoyed this story too. I'm waiting for her third book to come out. When I found out the title of her third book, which is coming out, I'm going to put it in the video, and I'm also going to put the release date as well too. Thank you guys for looking at Books, Beauty, and Stuff. Thank you guys for giving me and a lot of authors I review a chance. And I will talk to you guys later, and thank you for watching. Bye now.